Hey, welcome back to Silly Shelly. Today's travel wipes case can be customized to fit the nursery theme, your child's favorite character, the design of your diaper bag, or really just anything. You'll need to get the case from a dollar store, or you can get the White Huggies case from Walmart for about $1.50. You'll need to have a hot glue gun with extra glue sticks, a pair of scissors, and fabric and ribbon of your choice from your favorite fabric store, Walmart, wherever you like to shop. I do apologize for the choppy video this week. I've had some issues getting this video up, and so I've had to compile 3 separate videos. I know it might be a little hard to follow along, and I apologize for that. I purchased my fabric at Walmart. You can get a really good deal there. They have these swatches of fabric pre-cut for you, and I don't remember the exact measurement, but this was $1, and it turns out to be enough to cover 3 wipes cases. Or you can purchase by the yard like I've done here. It only takes about 12 by 12 inches roughly, or 1 square foot to cover a wipes case. So if you purchase by the yard, you'll have a lot of material. You'll need either some embroidery trim or 3/8 inch ribbon to go around the outside. I prefer the embroidery trim. I think it gives a little cleaner look. You can either buy these by the yard or by the spool, Walmart or wherever you like. I like to buy at Hobby Lobby during their 50% off sale. This was $3.99 for 4 yards. It takes about a little less than 1 yard. So this will cover 4 wipes cases, and I bought it during it 50% off, so it was only $2. I also bought some extra ribbon just to do some decoration on the cases. They were also $3.99 a roll and 50% off. And so I was able to do something like this. And like this. The other thing that I am using or have used is this little decorative piece from Hobby Lobby. It's $2.99. They have some a little less expensive and more expensive, and I used my 40% off coupon from the Sunday paper to get that at 40% off. So you just thread your ribbon through like this, and well, it's glued on, I can't show you, but you just thread your ribbon through there, and so you would use like that. When you get ready to cut your fabric, you just lay it out on a table. Mine's already cut, but you would just lay it all out and lay your case on top of it, and then cut around it so that you have a little bit of extra material all the way around. And it doesn't matter how much extra, because you're going to be trimming it later. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It can be jagged. Just cut around it so that you have a little bit of extra material all the way around, and then we'll trim that in another step. Starting with a short side of your wipes case, apply a bead of hot glue, and then press the fabric firmly onto the hot glue, making sure you have a little bit of overlap on that end. Do the same thing for the other short end, and then once those are held in place and the glue is starting to set, you can move to the long ends. It doesn't matter which end you start with first, just get both ends glued down, and if you need to touch up corners, you can do that. Once you have all 4 sides glued down, take your scissors and trim off the excess. Once you have all the excess trimmed for side 1, repeat the whole process for side 2, starting with the short side, the opposite short side, a long side, and the other long side. Be especially careful if you're using stripes to pull the fabric taut, but not too much so that your stripes stay mostly straight. Once you have both sides glued down and the edges trimmed, this would be the time to adhere a strip of ribbon if you'd like to do that. You can either hot glue just the ends or the whole strip. Once your decorative ribbon is in place, or if you're not using any, once all your fabric is covering the wipes case and everything is set, you can start putting the trim on. For the trim, you'll use 3/8 inch ribbon or embroidery thread, which gives a little more and has a softer look to it. You'll just add a bead of glue and press your trim down little by little all the way around, making sure that you cover all the raw edges, being sure that no fabric sticks out past the trim, but that there's no visible part of the wipes case. Get as close to the edge as you can. Always start at the back and end at the back so that your rougher edges are in the back and not seen as often. When you get all the way back to the back and it's time to cut your ribbon, place a little piece of tape over the end before cutting to keep it from unraveling, and then you'll use a lighter to burn or melt the end of that ribbon to keep it from fraying. Here's a close-up of that. You just have a small flame and you just lightly pass your ribbon in front of it. You don't want to catch it on fire, but just enough to kind of melt the edges, and you can see them melt. Once you have finished both the top and the bottom with the trim, then start pulling your glue strings off. You'll have a lot of those, and open it up. Make sure it's not stuck together. Make sure that all your edges are nice and clean, and that's it. These two were my very first wipes cases, and you can see there are some mistakes here and there. They're not very clean. The lines aren't very straight, but this is what you can expect from your first time if you're just trying to figure it out just off of a video. But you know, these really are inexpensive to make, so go ahead and get enough material, make 4 or 5 of them until you get really good at it, and then give them for gifts if you'd like, or use them yourself. One of my viewers' tips was to not only use this for wipes, but to put your insurance card, some stationery, and some pens in this case, and put it in your glove box. So if you're ever in an accident, you have all that information handy and in one cute little container. Again, I apologize for the poorer quality video, but thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next week.